And while you at it peeping this shit, go ahead to youtube.com/WaterWave TV and subscribe to that shit. Yeah, you know the waves in it. Baseball when hitting a home run, hit it with the coldest rains. And even on my bad days, I'm a clutch to finish. The track diminished, the booth burnt, hands is itching. Damn.
Welcome to a new episode of WaterWave TV Interviews. Today we got the legend, the one, the only JPRO Pro.
It's crazy.
In the building.
My man, Ricky, thank you for having me. WaterWaves, love.
How you doing?
I'm a long time in the making. Dude, I'm great, dude. Yeah, things are moving along.
PMD3 just dropped.
PMD3 just dropped, dude. Yes, it's been great. I've loved hearing from everyone and what they've thought of it, and it's been great. I've gotten a lot of love. So
yeah, we'll definitely dive into that. But for all the people that don't know, we'll definitely want to kind of figure out your upbringing, how you got to this point to be able to drop PMD number 3.
Facts.
But JPRO, I want to start with how you got the name JPRO.
Bro, it's my initials. I have 2 middle names, so Jordan Olson is my 2, and then Paul and Robert. So my full name is Jordan Paul Robert Olson. And honestly, someone in school when I was like, 5th grade, 6th grade, middle school, right? The most formidable years that you're going to get like a name in or something. It was like, oh, someone just called me JPRO. And I was like, all right, that works. Damn. We just ran with it.
That's
so
perfect.
People just ran with it, yeah.
You really can't go wrong with that.
You cannot.
That's fire.
You cannot.
Damn. See, I'm a junior, so I'm Eric Geistart Jr. And when I have a son, I'm gonna say when I have a son, he's gonna be EG3, Eric Geistart the third. So he's gonna have a little like ring of a name,
That's fire.
So I'm excited.
Sounds
for
like
him.
a ball player name.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm excited for him for that, for just for that.
Bro.
But yeah, where did you grow up? Did you go to Fridley?
I did.
You go to Fridley? So
I did.
my friend Angel put me on with you, Angel Bautista.
Yeah.
If you know about him.
Yep. I saw him at Target one day.
That's recently? Or?
No, it was like probably 6 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you graduate in the same year as them, or how
maybe a year difference. I want to say it was a year younger, or maybe we were in the same grade. But
what class were you in?
15.
You're 2015.
15,
okay,
yeah.
so yeah, a couple of years different.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the first one to introduce me to you.
When did he graduate?
2017.
17. Okay.
Same with me. So I met him in college. He was the kicker for my college football team. I played at River Falls.
Oh,
and that's how I met Angel, and that's where we started WaterWave, was in River Falls. And I remember when I was like looking for artists, he showed me you, and I look back on your Instagram, like obviously people archive posts and stuff from way long back.
Yeah.
But like I remember there being like pictures of you in front of like a mansion or something like that. Was that like an old the old JPRO like marketing tactics?
That was it was, bro. That was a photo shoot I did like a grip ago, probably like 2019. I was just dropping like singles. I had just done the first song was Look Like That. And I dropped like a music video for that with Oscar there. Yeah.
I remember that because that was around when we first started. We like our first Instagram post was 2018, but we really didn't like get going until 2019 of actually knowing what we wanted to do. But yeah, so you're guess get back on track a little bit. So you went to Fridley High School.
Yeah.
So like what's it like growing up in the Fridley area, I guess?
It was my upbringing was very regular. My mom graduated from Fridley High School. I have 2 other. I'm the youngest of 3. My brother and sister both graduated from there. So like I knew some teachers in there. So it was like, another kid like growing up there. I didn't move. Stayed there, did theater all 4 years and got into music. Played trumpet in middle school and was in band all the time, and my brother played trumpet, so it was like, all right, let me outdo him, basically was the motivation there. And then got into music and started putting out what I thought was who I was at that time type of music. And just kind of built it from there. So
yeah, I'd say what I've enjoyed out of your music career is you're very like yourself, or very organic. It doesn't seem like you're trying to like put on a persona of anybody but yourself.
Yes.
And that's what I think builds success, is when people are just themselves and they're putting it out into the mic. So you were in You did music
theater,
in high school, theater.
Bro, yeah.
I feel like you strike me as a guy that'd be good at theater.
I'll definitely do some movies. Definitely do some TV shows. I'm definitely down for that, for sure.
My mom always wanted me to do theater because I would always crack jokes, but I'd be too scared to be on stage. And she's like,
you didn't ever do it?
No, when I was younger in like 5th grade, she made me. Well, I mean, I obviously had to say yes, but I was like Tiny Tim in a play for like my sister's dance recital or something.
Yeah.
Like for like Christmas time. So like I did that, and I was like. in like 4th grade, I was in the Jungle Book or whatever for like a
Let's
little
go.
4th, 5th grade play, like the elephant or some shit.
Yes.
But no, I never
Bro.
dove in. But she always says it surprises me that that I can get on stage and like host events like I do when I throw our water wave
big
concerts and
facts.
stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, so when you started making music, you started with instruments rather than singing. Right? Or were you always singing to go along with like playing instruments?
Yeah, bro. It was definitely instruments first. My father was a worship leader growing up, so I just was around music pretty much the whole time I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I was mostly instruments, and then in high school, the first thing I did with a buddy of mine was make a rap group, a duo named Masterpiece. And put out a few songs there. And one time, here's the real story on how this all sparked, and here's the real good story is, I put out this song, and I made a music video for it, and the video is still up. You can still find the video. We went to El Taco Riando, which is now burned down. Oh, no. The place next to it burned down, but the El Taco Riando is still there. Anyway, I went to there, and one of the lines in the song was like, "All your mother," like something like that. Like I said something like that, and the principal ended up calling me in a few days later, or the vice principal, and was like, "You can't be saying that. You're not going to have a future. Like, do. And this was like formidable times. So I'm like, just put this out, do. And I just remember like calling my dad like from the band room, like crying, like, do said this. And then my dad ended up calling the vice principal and like getting after him and being, being on like creative expression, even though he wasn't going for what I was saying. That really taught me at a young age, like, okay, I have some people in my corner basically that I can act freely and be able to move, so it's good.
Yeah,
that was kind of the beginnings. Like, damn, I got to go after this now, because he was like, "No, you're not gonna make anything of yourself." So I was like, "All right, bet." Ended up, figuring it out. So.
Yeah, having the support from your parent off of like the principal getting mad at you and them being like, "No, that is not correct."
Yeah.
Because if it has nothing to do with the school, if you're not wearing the school's T-shirt, you're not in front of the school, or right in front of the high school, then it's really none of their business.
It was like smoking weed in the video, and it was a whole thing. It was a bad influence. People knew me, and they were like, "We don't want that to get out."
Yeah, it's really none of their business if it doesn't have any brand correlation. Because I remember the funny story. You remember like when I don't know what they called it, but like the little lunchroom trends was like when they would do the dun 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 dun, like when that was like a rap. People do it at the lunch tables. Right. One of my friends did that in our high school, but did it right in front of like the biggest mural or whatever, and it was so inappropriate, like swear words, like sexual terms, and it went really viral because everyone's like, "That's Mankato East, no way."
Oh, right.
And then they got called and they all got suspended for like a week because it was just bad representation of the school and stuff. And
they did that.
Yeah, and then when they all got back to school, because they all came back in the same day, they made a new one, but it was like get good grades and say hi and I love my teachers. Like shit. It was like like a nice
positive.
Yeah, it was like a positive one. It was kind of funny to like offset the bad one that they just.
Good job, Mankato State Eats. Y'all have done a good job. Anyone watching this, there on that marketing team, you've done a great job.
Yeah, and I want to take a quick little break. Shout out to Northern Chill for supplying us with the liquids today. The best water in the world. 7.8 pH.
7.8.
Yeah, it's all natural. One ingredient only. Alkaline mineral spring water is the one ingredient in the water. Calcium, magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium is all in there naturally. You don't have to add none of it. The best water in the world, hydrates you. The best ever.
Northern Chill.
Also, shout out to the twins for plugging us on with some hats the other day. Sweets Kendamas, Didomi. Got a lot of good brands in here. Make sure you check them out. They're all Minnesota brands. Yeah. But yeah.
That's ill.
So now we're finishing up the high school career. You dropped the debut album, No College.
I did.
When you were in school, did you always know you didn't want to go to college, or did you have a college plan?
Right after the college, my plan was to go and get in like movies and do TV and stuff like that. And I thought, I need to go basically afford to live in LA and be able to do well in that. So I ended up teaching myself how to code and joining a startup right after that. And we went and worked. I flew and lived in San Francisco for a little bit at a startup house and wrote iPhone apps there and kind of got the entrepreneurial spark, left that a few years later. And then I think about a year and a half after that, I dropped Look Like That. And that was 2018, I want to say. And I was with this app from 2016 to 2017, something like that.
Okay.
So it was great. It was
So,
crazy.
yeah,
It opened my eyes of like, oh, people are just making like tens of millions of dollars around here and like raising money for these ideas that they just like come up with. And like, why couldn't I do something like this? And that was the startup that I was in. I got shares in it, and I ended up not keeping any of the shares, but it was like the experience was like, okay, worth
That's
you know,
crazy.
$1 million
What
kind of education.
app was it?
It was a food. It was a honestly great app. It's called Zipkick, and it's still out there. I'm pretty sure you can still download it on the App Store. But they take the best food reviewers, the most known food reviewers in a local area, or around the country, and these reviewers could put places on like a Yelp, basically, but only they could put it up. It wasn't like any business could just put up their business on there, so it was super curated. So it was only the best spots on there.
And you helping create it, you got shares of the business?
I did, dude. It was I don't know how much it was, like 2%, 2.5%.
Yeah, plus getting paid to do the work
I
along
got
the way.
paid for 3 months, and then the rest of the pay was just in this experience of being out in San Francisco and
Fire.
crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, so when you dropped Look Like That, was that before the album then? And then you built the album around Look Like That?
Bro, that was before the album. I want to say that was like that was right before the album. I went to LA. I got a marketing client, and I went to LA and lived there for I don't know, 3 months. And during that time I finished the whole No College. And it was like, what I thought was like getting on my feet and starting this $1 million business that I'd always wanted, type thing. But I wanted to do music at the same time, and that's always been my thing. And so I was working on that and finished that. And I think about during that time, I was messaging the videographer, like, they did some really cool SFX in that video. So I remember that. Yeah.
So how did you originally, cause I feel like you've marketed yourself very well. Like a lot of people like just make music but don't actually like put the marketing behind it. What was like your main way of like raising money to start a music career? Because a lot of people don't think of like actually raising money, but it seems like the way you did it, you have professional this, professional that. I see you on my feed, even if like I normally don't see you on my feed. Like you just always pop up. You know what I mean? I don't know if
they're showing you my content.
Yeah, like so, like whatever like marketing tactics you have been working, but obviously money is a part of thing. So like, what did you do? I know you were an app developer, like, but like, what kind of ways were you doing to raise money for your music career?
So truthfully, I got a job full-time remote doing digital marketing business, because from the time I didn't get that, basically 2018 to 2020, I built a bunch of marketing skills. And then in 2020, I got from God call from a friend who was like, hey, we have this position opening. I know you could kill it. Like, and ended up getting the job. And I've been there for 1.5 years now. So it's been a super blessing as a consistent source of income. And I've just been doing marketing work on the side for them. I would also say resourcefulness, dude. When I started I produced the Jump video for, outside of the Porsche, renting the Porsche, only like $250. I went and edited the whole thing. Renting the Porsche was like $600, so maybe it was $1,000 total. The Zone music video was like $2,000. But yeah, no, doing that marketing work. And then I would tell you options trading this year. I've invested so much time and money in options trading, but it has not returned me any funds. So I wish I could tell you that it does.
That was
but
one thing I was going to
ask. It has yet to, bro. But it's been it's been great. And if you're on it with your streams and you push your music and you get it heard, you get money from streams. People, you can push streams, you can get money from streams for sure.
When did you make like when did you get like your first check off of music?
I was like, damn.
Yeah, like maybe not like, oh, I got $5 in my distro kit or whatever. But like when were you like, oh dang,
I had a lot of those.
Yeah. What was it like after the Jump song?
Bro, it was definitely after Jump. It was probably honestly, so it takes about 3 months to get any streaming royalties. And Jump really took off in like September. So right around December, I got my first check that was a few $1,000, and I was like, all right, now we can use this, and this is something I can really utilize. So
good. Whatever worked for that one apply it to the next one.
Again. That's
yeah, apply it to the next one.
Exactly, dude. 100%.
Yeah, and I feel like Jump now is like it's still gaining traction. So it's like it's probably not on the level of like being able to live your whole life off of that one song. Just yet, you know, some artists have that one hit song where they can live their whole life off of.
Right.
Like it's probably not on that level.
That one's yet to come.
Of yet, but like it's one that just lets you know like, hey, this actually works. Like I can get out what I put in.
It's done like 8 million streams, probably 7 million streams across everything. So, yeah, dude, it was an eye opener for me for sure. And it was also an eye opener for me, although I guess really not, because that was exactly what the intention was, to let's get this heard as many times as possible and get one of these songs to go. But it wasn't one of the songs that was streamed. Like I was looking back at my streams 2 days ago. In the first like 2 months after I released Jump, with putting out videos, it still had not gotten many streams. And as I continued to push out videos on a regular basis, then after about a month and a half of that, then we started to get a little more, and then it got a few features, and it just added to the fire, and it burned slowly. But honestly, what I've noticed in all of this is it's just been a consistent daily thing. Just do it every day, and the results will come as it is. It's like the same thing with options trading. If you try to like if you try to pop off, you know, and you just, every day, like, I don't know, it's just not. I haven't. Yeah, not how I've done it. It's not how I found it.
Was there like one thing you did differently with Jump than what you did before with any song prior to that? Like, or it just happened to hit? It just happened to click. People happen to like it.
Yeah, I mean, so what I've learned is there's 3 things in like the human psychology that naturally we subconsciously want to do, and that's whether it's visual, whether it's big and auditory, like and fast paced, whether it's visual auditory, where it's more like I can talk in a certain tone, and it doesn't have to be as big and visual. It can just be like nice and paced. And then there's kinesthetic, where I would just continue on doing something like that and just kind of feel it out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with visual, you're talking about more like lines like Ice-T, Arnold P, TB12, Gronkowski, you know, where it's all like you're talking about visual things. It's big, it's bold. Yeah. And like I felt it out. So there's that kinesthetic element, and the auditory element too is my voice is like, you know, it's just a little like easy kind of thing. So I think that is what I think about when making songs now too. And it's really easy to make a bad song. So that's what I'm finding out. So I'm focusing on making good songs. And that's what I feel like the whole PMD3 was based on too, was like, I want to make sure that these songs are songs that I would listen to and be on and, you know, really rock with. So
yeah, I can definitely feel that, because it's almost like your songs have the effect that I see like the memes of like the Drake, not I guess memes, but the TikToks of the Drake album, where it's like plays the Drake song and all of a sudden your body just starts going. And there's like some of your I'd say like Jump has that, but also even some of the new songs like Coke Bottle off there, like you just play it, and or even what's the one I did a TikTok to Crutches. That one, even like it's just like it just like makes you just like start like doing something, and then like you start singing and you just feel like a way. It's almost like you found the way of like it sounding good,
figuring it out.
Yeah, like of like it just like sounding right, and it's just appealing to a lot of people's ears. You know, like I just don't.
Dude, I hope so, and I also know like something I thought about today is I have like 88,000 monthly on Spotify right now, and I looked at someone yesterday. Today I saw a TikTok of someone who was like, I just hit a monthly 1 million listeners on Spotify. And I was like, oh, dang, dude's verified on TikTok. So I look at his content. I'm like, all right, he has like a few thousand followers. He's like 10,000 or 20,000 followers, something like that. And I go to his Instagram and he has like 6,000 followers. And his content is getting a little bit of engagement. But I'm like, this dude has 1 million on monthly listeners, you know, on his stuff. And I went and compared it to mine, and I was just like, you know, I have so much more engagement on my stuff, and that's what I'm most proud of is that your point, I stayed true to like, and I will continue to, and that I pushed it so hard and people are rocking with it that like it's resonating. Just is the greatest feeling. I couldn't ask for anything more. So
yeah, and you're staying consistent with it too, because it's like someone may hit 1 million monthly listeners, but it's only going to keep going down if you don't keep dropping,
That's
right?
it.
Like, it's like the monthly listeners average is out. So it's like if he got 1 million streams off his first single this month, he's going to have 1 million monthly listeners. But the next month, let's say that he doesn't get one more stream, it's going to go down to 500K. And then the next month, it's going to be 330K. You know? So, like, you just got to stay consistent to keep that monthly listener thing, that badge or whatever, you know.
100%. You really do. You really do have to keep it consistent. I know someone would say it's too is like so on Jump, there's 5,000 daily, I don't know how many there is, like 5 or 10,000, let's just say 10,000 daily streams. 63% of the streams are from people's libraries. They're not from playlists. Only 25% are from radio or playlists. So to have people still rocking with that and to see the potential that a song can have on a light scale, you know, I'm going to be here. I'm here to be in the long run and make my impact. And so it's really cool to be part of this beginning stage. I'm really grateful.
Has anyone ever said that your music gives the same vibes as Lil Yachty?
No, other than me.
Because
I'm the only person. But now that you've said that,
because I listened to like I was going through like just like listening to like PMD3, and there's a few songs in there. And I'm like, this just feels like some Lil Yachty King of the Teens type vibe.
Yachty,
you know what I mean?
Yachty's
like I wouldn't say
it,
you guys sound alike, but it gives the same.
I'd love to do some collabs with Yachty. I look forward to doing collabs with all those guys for sure.
Like
those will be fun, bro.
It gives like the same energy. Maybe it's the beat choice and just the flow choice, but like it obviously you don't sound like Lil Yachty, but but it just gives like that same energy.
Yeah.
What would you say I feel like your genre of music is like very in between a few genres. Like, what would you classify your music as?
I would honestly tell people it's positive rap.
Okay.
It's like positive rap music or positive pop music. I mean, it's really close to pop too, but hip. I would say rap, positive rap. Yeah, it's just you'll notice. You know, a lot of the lines are virtuous. You know, they're not about vices, and that's really what I hope to bring out more of in the world. And that's why I rap the way I do and write the way I do. So
yeah, you're very positive. It's like, do you never swear in your music, or is that just? Or
Honestly,
is that just
I was swore all
PMD3?
through high school, and the biggest thing I just remember my grandmother telling me one day, just like to not use crippled vocabulary. That's what she told me. And I had a crazy dream that was like super spiritual, and I think that in combination with my grandmother telling me that was just like I'm gonna do rap because I love it and it's what I've listened to growing up and it's what I love. But I'm going to do it in a way that's true to me. I'm not gonna do it in a way that's not. So
yeah. I think that's why you actually have respect and you're successful, because there's a lot of like basically like white people that try to like put on like a facade of being like hard and like trying to like I'm from here, I'm from there, I'll shoot you, I'll do all these drugs, like rap like almost like you could say like stealing the culture from people. But like when you actually do it in your own perspective, like I'd say like Lil Dicky, for example.
I know.
He's not like he's a positive rap. He's a positive rapper.
Totally,
you know what I mean? Like you guys would
right.
kind of be like, I wouldn't compare you two to each other, but you would probably be in the same genre. Like a positive rap or
we could do a song.
Yeah, like it's a lot different. Like Lil Dicky compared to some random white guy that's like rapping super hard, or like,
right.
And it's just not like him. You can tell the authenticity of a lot of things.
We live in a day and age today where the people see it.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
You know?
And then, so I seen on your Instagram too. I remember
it's a great interview, Ricky. This is a great interview, dude. Shout out to Waterwave TV.
Yeah,
this is a great interview. Keep going.
I seen on your podcast. on your Instagram.
Let's go.
From 2020 to 2021, your streams on Spotify went from 1,000 to 2 million.
True.
And that was because of Jump, right?
Bro,
that was like the big push.
Yeah.
But like what? So obviously you've seen it growing, but like just making that post. I think you posted it on your birthday.
Yeah.
Making that post, like having your screenshot from last year of 1.1K to 2.1 million, like
crazy.
What was just like the idea of like clicking post on that would have just felt so crazy.
I waited to post it.
Yeah.
I waited to post it, honestly. I was like, I'm gonna wait until I think I said my birthday, but I'm gonna wait to post that because it was just like everything I ever wanted. I mean, not because I'm gonna do 50 million, and we're gonna go crazy, but like, bro, but to have that, bro, I just remember being here, driving through the city on University, just being like, damn, I just got 15,000 streams today. Like, I just had thousands of people listen to my music today. And 60 days ago, 75 days ago, I had a stream a day, 2 streams a day. So to see that become reality through through my marketing work and through my consistency and through grace is just like sick. Let's go. Yeah, brother.
Yeah. And you became really big on TikTok.
Yes.
You kind of fall under the same category of artists that I've seen that needed like a TikTok type platform to help their career. Like
Big facts.
we were big on Jaleel, right?
Of
the guy,
course.
So we were big on him like 4 years ago.
Really?
Kelvino got a song with him like 4 years ago. We haven't dropped it yet.
Dang.
But like obviously like his stock has risen a
Yeah,
thousand
right,
million
yeah,
times
exactly.
since then. But he was like doing shit that would belong on TikTok before TikTok was a thing. Like, you know, ripping his shirt, doing backflips, screaming.
Wow,
like
that's crazy.
Like doing it on Instagram was like, all right, there's a limit to this because there's no reach of like For You page on Instagram back then. It's just like if you follow them, you see them. There's no retweet button.
No.
Like there's no like reach besides who follows you. Like
Right.
the explore page was there, but nobody looked at that.
No.
Like people, I mean, the only time I see anything that I don't follow is if I catch myself starting to swipe through reels on accident. You know, just like getting lost in it. But like same with you.
They'll
like,
just throw you into it, bro.
Yeah,
You
like,
just be scrolling, they'll just pop you into reel before you
just
know
start
it.
doing it. But I feel like that was like the same story for you. Like the type of content, the type of music you're making needed just to be able to reach to the people that it belonged to.
Dude, it did.
Because your music definitely isn't for everybody, and TikTok can reach everybody, but it'll only stay with the ones that actually like it.
True.
So like, you know, like that was like the perfect platform, and
True.
you've definitely taken advantage of
Dude,
it.
the
'cause
eyes were there. And I knew I was polarizing. Because I'm a tall white guy who doesn't swear in his rap music, but still has like an edge. So I was like, all right, we're going to rock. It just felt right. But yeah, to 100% your point, TikTok is a super blessing. It's a great platform. Shout out. Reels does not compare. YouTube Shorts does not compare. Not as of yet.
Yeah, not yet. But speaking of TikTok and Instagram, I screenshotted some comments from your comment sections, and I wanted you to react to it.
Shout out the fans.
Maybe reply
Let's
to some
do
of
it,
them.
bro.
So
Let's
we got
go. What do we got?
Maddie Bridget says, JPRO, will you be my Valentine?
Will you? Of course, I'll be your Valentine, Maddie. Wherever you're at, if you're watching this, Maddie, of course I'll be your Valentine.
Who Killed Cassidy says, JPRO tour when? With a little wrinkly face?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're gonna have a tour in the next 60 days, probably.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, so we're gonna go on.
Are you teaming up with anyone?
Dude, we're gonna have a few people on there. You know, so we'll see.
Cool. It's Diego said, bro, trying to be Cardi.
Yeah, I love Cardi, man. Cardi is so fire. I went to a Cardi show in Minneapolis when he was, you know, just popping off. You know, the one before Whole Lotta Red. So yeah,
I didn't
shout
really
out
see the Cardi comparison in your music, but I was like, all right.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, I mean, I listen to him. He has bangers, so all is in the dome.
Dylan Juro said, switching from an outlook of entitlement to gratitude changed my life. I'm grateful you inspired that change in me. Thank you, JPRO.
Let's go, Dylan. Yes, it's beautiful, dude. I get so many messages from people. It's the greatest thing. And it's crazy to me because I've spent so much time in my life just like, yo, I got to make money before I do this. I got to band up. Exactly what you were saying basically was like, bro, I got to have the bands before I do this. And when I was just like, nah, I just got to do this. And then I'll just continue doing it and build it. Then it started coming into like be able to change people's perspective is something I look forward to seeing them live and rocking with them. So yeah.
Now into the TikTok comments. Emerald County said, sideline touchdown, unbelievable. How was that real time making the sideline touchdown? Like
that was real time. Yeah,
Okay.
as sloppy as that was. Yeah, I did remember how Stefan did it though in the Minneapolis Miracle, so I had to do it like that.
And then Gavin Bois-Delaire has an opinion. He said, sorry, but nothing is topping your first album.
No, he's rocking with PMD1. Hey, if he rocks with it, then you know I'm rocking with it. As long as there's some rock, I'm with it.
Okay. Ribonet said, this guy is unironically better than Jack Harlow.
Oh, Jack Harlow. Dude, shout out Jack Harlow. What a guy. This guy's such an inspiration. This dude's inspired me. Look at this guy. Came up from nothing, put his hard work in, and look at where he's gotten him. #1 on Billboard. And he was playing small shows with no one there and didn't give up, kept getting better, put himself in the right situation and stayed on it. And You can't. I don't know. I think about that. Like I think about hate. I think about when I've gotten comments. I'll see comments. I don't really look at my comments, to be honest, or look at my notifications, but I'll see comments on occasion, and they'll just be like, just whatever they are. And I honestly think to myself, like, man, imagine. I saw a video about Gary Vee talking about it today. He was like, man, imagine like hating on someone because of X. Like literally imagine giving hate to someone because of X. And I just like laugh. It's just like, bro, like I wouldn't care at all.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like people are going to do what they're going to do. People are going to say what they're going to say. It's all part of it.
Yeah, and it all helps. So every comment will help.
That's big facts. Big facts, people. Yes.
And then Tara6216 said, JPRO about to save the summer? Question mark?
Yeah. I hope so. I'm pushing. Feels a lot like last summer, honestly. Feels a lot like there's some good records on PMD3 that could do really well. So I'm really excited. I'm going to keep pushing them.
And then this one I kind of add in there as a bonus because it has a follow-up question. Is Gildy Papa said, we're going to win today.
Yeah.
And I seen you posted a picture on Instagram. You were flying over Winter. It was like a city.
Yeah, bro. Like what? Bro, I noticed that, and I'd seen that picture a few times, and I had noticed that, and that one day I was like, bro, it was incredible. How the most random thing ever. Like what? Huh?
Like manifest winning
like literally
everywhere.
I literally won on the plane that day and took the picture over Winter in the sky in the bathroom. What
are the odds?
All right.
But that concludes our JPRO reading comments section.
Comments read. Shout out all the fans. All the lights.
I'm gonna start doing that more often. I just thought about it today.
That's great, dude. That's a great interview piece.
It's like a good little segment.
Do that.
Yeah, good segment. But now let's get into PMD3. First, pressure makes diamonds. Why pressure makes diamonds?
Why pressure makes diamonds? Well, I felt like I had done so much and seen such little financial success. My expectations were always from a young age that by 22 I would have millions of dollars and I'd be good. And when I wasn't 22 and had millions of dollars, I was still living with my parents trying to figure out, with a few $100s in my bank account, trying to start a business from nothing and figure out some marketing, education and just continue building this and continue doing that. Like, I've just learned a lot, and I feel like this was representative of that. I mean, I mixed and mastered all 3 of the tapes now, so which is something that I learned how to do, in high school, but have kept doing that. And I also signed myself up for there to be more pressure by calling the thing Pressure Makes Diamonds. So it felt right. I don't know. It just felt like the right title, and I had the vision for the thing, cutting the rock out of the head, and I found one of the designers and, paid for the cover. It was like, I don't even know what I paid him. $1,800 for the cover or whatever it was. Like, paid for the cover. You gotta do that and did all that. So, yeah.
And then
shout out PMD1.
Yeah, so on PMD3, how did you choose that cover then?
Also, that was a vision too. I knew I wanted it to be oil painted. I saw 2 inspiration pieces, and one of them was a person in the war out of a frame, which is the cover of the deluxe, which will be coming out. Water Wave exclusive. You didn't know when, it was the first time I mentioned it. The first time I posted about it. So that, and second time, sorry, Ricky. I'm gonna be honest. I dropped it on Lateral's thing, so I'm just gotta correct myself. So that, it was just a vision, bro. I had 1323 shoot the cover. He did a great job. He shot the PMD1 too, and it just came together, sent it off to get oil painted, got it oil painted, and then got the friggin' things back. And
so it was actually oil painted. Like there's an actual painting. I have the
physical oil paintings.
The one-of-one painting album.
I have not taken them out of the box yet. Haven't put them up.
Damn, that's cool. I didn't because I seen you posted like the time lapse thing of it being
crazy. He
being made, but
thing,
I didn't
bro.
realize it was actually painted. I thought that was just some kind of because it was fast forward, so I
He
thought it
went
was
crazy.
Like, I thought it was just some computer generated.
Oh yeah, with the hand in there.
Painting, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I didn't know exactly what.
Yeah,
because nothing is impossible nowadays.
Oh no, you could definitely do that, bro.
So let's talk about the features on there. When I seen featuring Juice on there, I was like,
you like this Juice?
Yeah, I was
Juice
like,
WRLD?
yeah, I seen Juice and I was like, I wonder who Juice is, and I clicked, and then I seen him on Instagram. And I was like, this face looks so familiar.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is from TikTok.
Definitely.
And then I looked him up on TikTok, and I seen his TikToks. I was like, oh yeah, that's where he's from. I was like, I didn't know he made music. So then I go to listen to the album. I'm like, oh, he did like little like skits at the end of them. And then you have Enzy on there.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't anyone else, right?
Corey Infinite.
Okay,
does
Corey
the intro.
Infinite. Yep. the intro song.
Yep.
But so Enzy's like the actual like featured.
She's the featured artist on there.
How did you?
She's
choose
the only
her?
artist I've featured with. Honestly.
Yeah, how did you choose Enzy?
She was just a different voice. I wanted a different voice on there. And she sounds great. She's just a great different voice, and I wanted a different kind of character. I wanted a different kind of personality on the thing, and I heard that beat for Loving You, and I was like, she could completely kill this. So came through, recorded the verse, and it's the feature. It's awesome. Yeah.
How did you choose Juice?
Juice, well, dude's so funny. I mean, I saw him on TikTok, and saw him on TikTok. He has great TikToks, bro. Honestly, he's so funny. And I hit him up, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." He was like, "Yeah, bet." So he did the thing. He did the whole dang thing. And I will say this. There was a PMD3 version 1 back in February that was done. It was probably 10 songs, 12 songs, right around there. And I wanted a Gravy feature on one of the songs. And I wanted Gravy was the big one. And there was one other. I actually had a few people up here locally, but anyway, there was some features on that, and none of them came through. And rightfully so. I don't have relationships with those people. Like, we're not friends. So it's like, you know, this is how this stuff is. You got to be friends with these people. You got to know these people, you know, type thing. So nothing came through. So throughout time and building this record over the last 3 months, and since that time, it was just like, I still want to have the presence of the dopest people possible on this. And so let me get the right kind of voices, you know, on there, and those were the people I selected. So I say that all to say, and I say that story to say, complete your vision no matter what. Do it. Complete the vision. It was the same thing with the Jump video. Flew out to LA. All of this has been like no financial. I mean, you talk about finance, there's been like no financial margin. I mean, I've extended myself so significantly building all of this and doing all this. And by this, I mean just the first few buildings, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, dude, it's been great. And yeah, just complete your vision. With Jump, renting that Porsche was a big thing. With Carpe Diem, it was getting the beat and getting the video completely done, and renting the high school, getting the football team, getting the cheerleaders, and getting all that stuff. So yeah, just make sure your vision's complete, because at the end of the day, that's who you got to be accountable to. Did you feel like you did a good job, and was it a good investment on your end? Because as long as you feel like you did, and you can still push it, and you're still on it, then that's how it's like, it's a win-win. Even if it doesn't go crazy and do crazy numbers, like All My Life, like Zone, like, even though it's some of, you know, people's favorite songs, I'm so grateful for those songs. You know, you don't know which ones are going to do super well. So. Yeah,
and like you said, Jump didn't hit right when you dropped it. It took a little time. So
yeah, big facts. You don't.
What was like the behind the scenes of making Carpe Diem? Because like when I watch it, it's like a very good production. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like
we did the whole thing.
Like I enjoy watching music videos like that are productions instead of point and shoot style. You know, and you had two people I know personally, Henry and Shane, working on that one. I know there was a big crew. I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but like that's what the credits are for in the video. But,
yeah, those back credits.
But yeah, like what was like kind of step by step your vision with it being, I mean, obviously you rapped about sports, but like with it being the football and it being the skiing and it being the archery and it being the basketball, like because it was directed by you, right? Like that's what it said, right?
I wrote out all the scenes.
Yeah. So what was your thought process and why you chose everything?
It was kind of same thing with Jump. Just kind of listened to the song and was like, okay, how would this be if it was the illest? Like, how would it be if I had an ill vision with it? And I did it. And so I had never done this before, but I drew out the scenes, and there's videos of me drawing out the scenes so people can look at. But there's video. I drew out the scenes, and then I was like, all right, here's what we got to do. Here's exactly what we'll need to do that. so on and so forth, and ended up hiring the high school, building it all out, doing the whole thing. Henry did the director of photography. So Henry, managed the camera basically, and Shane, was the first AC, and Austin McDowell came and helped with the management, and there was so many people who helped on the credits, and I'm so grateful for all of the people who helped out, and I wouldn't have been able to do that production without them. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I fuck with PMD3. Do you have a favorite song off of there?
By My Side is I also really like Crutches, and I also like, it's another good song I'd play off there. Coke Bottle's a banger. I like Coke Bottle too.
That one's my favorite. Coke Bottle's my favorite. And one thing I wanted to add on, when you saying it was ready in February, you had already dropped 2 albums in 2021. So then,
I was about to drop a third.
Dropping a third one very quick. Maybe
quick.
Almost it's probably a good thing you maybe waited a little bit, let people serenade with those ones, and then fiend for more, so dropping 3 albums in basically it seemed probably a year and a half, maybe it's just maybe 2 years at the most, but not even 2 years yet.
Yeah.
Was that a plan that you had from the beginning, that you wanted to drop really consistently, or you just kept making music and you felt like it was ready for the world to hear?
Yeah, bro, it was just a thing where I just felt in my gut I just need to continue, and just for me it was okay, if I really truly want this to happen in my life, and I really want to realize this vision that I've had since I was a teenager, I have to have music for people to listen to that is good, and I have to put that out, and I have to consistently do that. And the other piece of that is I have to market it. I have to market it, because if it doesn't get heard, it doesn't matter. All the work I put into it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I have to make sure it gets heard as many times as possible. So those 2 pieces were really the foundation of it. It was just all right, I have to put out music, and I have to market it really well. Those are the 2 things that are going to make this all work. Everything else, the shows, the merch, the whatever it is, all that stuff is riding on me making really good music and getting it heard by being myself and pushing it as hard as I can. So yeah, those are the 2 things, bro.
What's your favorite PMD?
What's my favorite PMD? What was my favorite PMD? I really like PMD3, honestly. I really like this latest one. It's nice and short and concise and easy, and I saw the vision through. So yeah, I'd say so. I really like PMD1 too. I go and listen to some of the songs again, and I'm just I definitely at that time did what I needed to do at that time with this record. Yeah. So
I'm a big fan of Coke Bottle. I've played it 5 times today.
Let's go.
Because I'm this dude referenced a girl as being a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
That you only want to take a sip, because if you drink the whole bottle, you'll get your toothache.
That's it, bro.
Whatever, too much sugar tooth.
For real.
And it's so my perception on it was that you only want to basically kiss the girl, get to know her a little bit, maybe give her a little bit of love, but you can't go the full way because it's just not what you're looking for, or that girl is only a Coke bottle and not I don't know, maybe a bottle of water or something. I don't know.
She doesn't have any alcoholic value. She doesn't have any sugar value in her. That's it. But definitely try to find the girls without a sugar value. But yeah, bro, I love that. That's great. That's definitely it. And if you, it's.
Yeah. And in the Crutches song, I'm a fan of whenever people rap about LLCs and stock market and anything that isn't negative, basically. Do you you know what I mean?
Anything that isn't negative,
like stuff that's inspiring, like Rick Ross. Big fan of Rick Ross.
Shout out.
Always talking about hustling music, boss music, the biggest boss. That's Rick Ross.
Big facts.
Yeah, so what? I guess do you have you branded yourself legally, the LLCs? You said 5 LLCs.
Yeah,
and shit.
I have. All the LLCs are good and all that. And then it's just a JPRO trademark. I don't have a trademark, but all the records are registered everywhere. And I made sure that that's tied in.
Yeah, facts.
Have to do that.
You have to. Mm-hmm. And one question I forgot to ask, kind of on the topic of merch, you wear a lot of Shepherd Good lamb chops. You wear a lot of.
Shout out Shepherd Goods.
Yeah, you wear a lot of their merch. I see.
Shout out Lamb Chops. Yeah, shout out Jordan Dye. That's a good guy.
Yeah, so you have a relationship with him, or did you just like the clothes, or how
I knew him when I was growing up in high school, and he did a shoot one day, and I came and like modeled some of his clothes, and I was like, this dude's sick. I'd love to be friends with him. He'd be a good guy to be friends with. Young entrepreneur. I'm a young entrepreneur. It'd be cool. And so recently, like last year, I was like, dude, I wonder how this guy's doing, and saw some of the goods. I was like, this is super fire, and just some nice threads to wear. And of course, local, I wanted to give love. So,
facts, we sell his merch in here. He's all one 100%. Brand we have in here on a consistent basis.
Shout out,
just because he always is restocking.
Go get yourself some lamb chops.
Yeah, it's fire. I have a lot of pieces. I wear his shorts almost every day. I should have worn some
Which ones?
today. I have the fish ones. I have just all blue and white. I have the black with the red lamb chops. I have the wolf ones. Dang. Oh no, the shark ones. I don't have the wolf ones.
No, the shark ones are fire. Wolf ones are fire too.
And that might be it. I think that's it.
Shout out lamb chops. I have the
4 pairs.
Dia del Muerte. I have the Day of the Dead.
That's my favorite ones, but they sold out of my size and here too fast before I grabbed one. That's why I grabbed the goldfish. I was like, it's close.
Well, I ain't selling mine.
So they're probably gone now.
Yeah, I know they're definitely gone. You might get a pair in here though. They might come back like some stocks going up. Jordan stacks going up. Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish off?
Yeah, bro. Shout out Waterwave TV. Shout out all the lights. Shout out all the fans.
Tour coming soon.
Tour's coming soon. Deluxe is on the way. And if you like the music, share it. I've grown up in paid advertising. By grown up, I mean the last like 4 or 5 years I've spent, in paid advertising and spending money. And I thought that was the way to do it. And I found that just pushing it organically is more than enough. So I say that all to say, if you enjoy the music, make sure you share it. Share with a friend. And that's it. PMD3 out now. Yes. Shout out Waterwave. Go check out Waterwave. Go check out Lamb Chops. Go check out Northern Chill. Do that. Shout out my whole team. Man, shout out the family, friends, all the fans. It's good. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you follow JPRO. Follow Waterwave. Link in the description for all the social medias. Link for PMD3 as well.
Waterwave.
In the description, waterwavetv.com to book your studio sessions if you make music and you want to sound good. Come record with us. 1521 Como Avenue, Southeast Minneapolis, Minnesota to come shop.
Wow.
Shoes, vintage, hype. Exotic sodas. Sometimes we got trading cards in here. Minnesota brands like Lamb Chops.
Skirt.
Doing it all, man.
Waterwave TV, legendary interview.
Yep.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, of course. Comment how you found JPRO and
throw those comments on there.
And comment how you saw that this was dropped.
Yeah.
And also subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like too.
Because we need all the engagement we can get.
Yes.
I don't.
We do, dude. That's it.
But yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever other times of the days there are. Have a good one.
Peace.
Don't make the stove, yeah, I need